That helps build your defensive confidence.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander after the Clippers pick up 2. Doesn't go that time. Harden with the defensive effort.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And Harden with the stuff.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Devin, thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an elite scorer. Coach Mark Dagnall said the sign of a good player is being a source of reliable offense. At the same time, he's learned to impact the game in other ways, and that's why he's a really good player. He's not just a hired gun scorer. Kevin?
Totally agree, DA. He is a franchise cornerstone type of guy. And we thank you for the report. How's the West shaping up, guys? Well, let's take a moment here to check it out now that the mid-season grind is well underway. You take a look at the Thunder. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's Los Angeles, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And when you look at the Clippers, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, the goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season to make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Harden inside the three-point line, and some very quick points for him on that possession. And that's 13 points for James Harden. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And we're all too familiar with these kind of outbursts from SGA.
Leonard kicks to Harden. .36 seconds left to play here in the first. Misses from close range.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, it's not a handful, it's a bundle of these kind of performances from James Harden. What a night.
Thunder trailing by 5. Wallace the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shakes him. And it's James Harden with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City. They were able to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's
James Harden getting it done for the LA Clippers. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Well, they really cashed in on the break. I mean, it feels like they're hungry to get out, they're hungry to run, and they're not passing up any chances to leak out and score.
Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Williams at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. 3 on the clock. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Clippers leading by 5. Leonard finds Harden. Back to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And Kawhi drives. Nice D from Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Brent, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
Leonard, the pass to Harden. Over Wallace. Los Angeles with another miss.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Jones. Williams with a clean look that doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Harden going inside. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And that's 17 points for James Harden. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Never doubt back. SGA determined on the finish.
Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades. Gilgeous-Alexander in traffic uses that athleticism.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. A shot, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Harden finds Zubac. It's taken away by Wallace. And here's the break. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Good, great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, one thing that's noticeable is just tremendous energy from everybody, and they put that into their transition play, and all that hustle is paying off.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Kawhi's got that broad build and those long arms. It can be pretty easy for him to find those kind of shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Takes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Harden, no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Wallace, good.
Good to see Gilgeous-Alexander's playmaking evolving here, wanting to get it to the open teammate.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. No good on the 3.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Williams passes to Wallace. Oklahoma City moving it around. Williams sets a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:11 left to play here in the half. And the rejection by Zubac.
Terrific defense from Zubac. His team relies on him to help alter shots.
Clippers trail by 3. Here's Harden driving inside. And the jam by Harden.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that, but Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Harden. The Los Angeles Clippers come into this one following a loss to the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, so close in that one, but that's of no solace to the players. They played their hearts out.
You want to respond in kind, but that last game, it was an effort that most of the time can get you a win. Ran into a tough opponent who was playing at a high level.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. That free throw good from Harden. Harden hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Oklahoma City Thunder. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think there's more where that came from. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
And for their matchup with the Mavericks, although they appear to be the better team, they can't get caught up thinking that. You know, that's when...
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Clippers.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, niggas.
Well, they're not settling.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin.
I know, but it's just the whole. I know it's just the whole, you know. But
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Harden, and it's Powell in at the 3. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Love that attitude, growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And he drives in, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that is what Harden does. Draws fouls, hits shots, and makes plays.
When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brett, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin. Gilgeous-Alexander has blossomed into this forceful guard. Just look at this performance.
Pass to Leonard. Harden outside. Zubac's trying to break loose. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander against Leonard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The past month has been surreal. Averaging 34 points, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
And the jam by Harden.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Williams against Harden. Jones, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Now it's a 5-point Clipper lead. Jones against Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Well, Brent, Mark Dagnall was named the 2024 Coach of the Year. Not once, but twice.
Yeah, he won 2 separate Coach of the Year awards. One voted on by his peers, and the other one voted on by the media. What a remarkable accomplishment for such a young coach that has not only grown himself, but grown this team in ways that a lot of other squads are envious.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
The kick out to Williams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Poked away. Stolen by Harden. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams.
What a jam by Williams, just springing off the floor and throwing it down.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense, and these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high-percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Powell. Williams' shot is off. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 6-point game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Defense has got to be better. Flat out effort was not there.
Harden against Gilgeous-Alexander.
And that's the kind of in-your-face defense that's setting the tone for SGA and the rest of this team.
Baseline try, and too long on the shot. That's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal, and the shot goes in.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Harden with the stuff.
All right, Harden still got some hops and finishing that one off with some power.
Thunder trailing by 4. On the wing, Gilgeous Alexander. He's covered by Leonard. Leonard against Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. The deep 3 from Harden. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. James Harden getting it done. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The wings, it's Gilgeous Alexander and Dort. Jalen Williams is out there with Williams, and it's Wallace in at the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Powell kicks to Harden. Gilgeous Alexander pulls it in. Thunder trailing by 3. Pass to Dort. In the corner, Wallace with it. And it's Gilgeous Alexander in the corner. And the rejection by Zubats.
Smart defender. Zubats understands how to position himself to come up with blocks.
Harden, no good. And for the Thunder, they're shooting about 42% so far. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous Alexander.
And sometimes as a point guard, you gotta take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there. And that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Williams. Pass to Wallace. And here is Gilgeous Alexander. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. 41 points for Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Harden against Gilgeous Alexander. Kicks it out to Jones. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find it.
Leonard with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the layup is good. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Williams dishes to Williams. Over Jones. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubats has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Harden. It's Powell on the wing. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And there's the call on Jones. That's foul number 2 for him. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Doesn't get any easier for Zubats. He'll take those anytime he gets it.
Inside, Williams. And Williams throws it down.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Clippers leading by 6. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Harden. The shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous Alexander. Williams, a screen on Leonard. Leonard against Gilgeous Alexander. Here's Dort. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
The kick out to Williams. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Leonard, and it's sent back by Wallace. And there's the call on Jones. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. And they're trailing by 8. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Jones. The Thunder with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 in the 4th quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Spins. Pass to Zubac. And Leonard has it in the corner. Taken away by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yep, it counts. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points.
Gilgeous-Alexander gonna celebrate that one.
Here's Harden, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game.
Well, this man at the line is a puzzle that defenses for years in this league have just not been able to solve, and that is really the story of James Harden's career.
Here's Harden, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. Harden looking it over. Pass to Jones. Harden draws the double. Just 5 on the clock. Tries it from 19. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in. And SGA is used to bearing these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
Over in the corner, Dort. Off target from 3-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Williams for 3, and it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's an 8-point game.
And I think they realize any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
12 seconds left to play here in the 4th, and an intentional foul right there.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting for the Clippers. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. 11 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 8. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
Yeah, this is the classic too little, too late. The effort coming and not enough time for them to get back in it.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. 2 shots.
Dog, ain't it?
And And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of it.
So the Clippers with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching.